All right, welcome, folks, to episode 5 of Guild of Thieves. Thanks for joining us. And you find us in a secret laboratory that we've just catapulted ourselves into using a folding bed. Right? I think that's where we are. So we need to explore the secret lab a bit more. And above all, I think, figure out how to get out of the secret lab and back into the main castle. So you can see everybody who's here. Everybody give our audience a wave. I noticed we had another subscriber yesterday, so someone else subscribed to the YouTube channel, bringing our subscribers to a total of I think 15 or 16 people. So not exactly we're not going to get a little plaque from YouTube anytime soon, I don't think. But if you're enjoying,
I think that's a mate of mine called Ken that I spoke to on Saturday.
Oh, cool.
Hi, Ken.
But yeah, if you do watch this and enjoy it, just drop us a note, put a comment in. I'm always kind of wonder whether this is entertaining for people to watch, whether people enjoy it, whether they just like watch for a little bit and then leave never to return, or whether there's some people out there who are like real fans of Magnetic Scrolls games or adventure games in particular, generally, and just love this particular game so much that they follow along to see how we solve the puzzles and what happens to us, in the knowledge, of what the solution is all along. Or whether there's people that are just intrigued and are kind of along for the ride as we are. But yeah, let us know.
Or whether there's some people out there that have played the game and are basically using us like a really, really slow walkthrough.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
more,
eventually.
More of a crawl through.
Yeah.
Well, you say that, and then like occasionally we just solve something immediately, and I just always think there's someone there going, "Oh, I don't believe it."
Yeah.
Like they're waiting for us to get to the bit that took them days to solve, or that they scratched their head over for days, and eventually had to refer to hints or something, and then yeah, we just press the button with the bony finger and or whatever it is. But equally, it's probably really frustrating. But we're having fun, so that's the main reason we do it. It's a bit like my my attitude towards squash, to be honest. Anyway, we are in the secret laboratory, so we're exactly where we left off last week. And in the secret laboratory, we found a diary and a sachet. The sachet in the cauldron. Oh, I'll not spell cauldron. Okay, we can't move the cauldron. Look in cauldron. Oh my god. Contains nothing. Look under cauldron, nothing of interest. Search lab. Search laboratory. Search bookcase. Doesn't understand bookcase. It's shelves. Bookshelf. Search bookshelf. We found a diary, didn't we? Where has that gone?
All that I remember is us finding the powder.
Bookshelf is constructed of fine wood and adorned with strange runic symbols. There's a diary on it, so we obviously saved it before we got... okay, we're carrying too much. Right. That's annoying. Maybe we can look at the diary without... Okay, look at diary. It's tattered and leather bound. You can read it. Diary falls open at the only entry dated some days back. Somewhat furtively, you begin reading. Dear diary, today I have finally done it. After many years of experimentation, I've discovered the secret of negative mass. I think I shall at last be able to reinstate this island to its former glory and rid myself of these financial burdens that forced me to open my doors to the tourist trade. With my anti-potion, I can do all sorts of wonderful things, negation of gravity to destruction of weapons. Of course, there are some small pitfalls to overcome. Why does it only work with symmetrical objects? How can I manufacture this highly volatile powder? And to what lengths must I go to acquire the other somewhat distasteful ingredient? After this banquet, I may even have the money to continue. At least I have proved that it can be done. Now I must find the time to take my dearest wife to the mainland to buy suitable garments to impress these defenders.
No information about what the other ingredients are.
No. Look at the sachet. It says, warning, sachet will dissolve as contents are exposed to the air. Beware when opening. I noticed there was also some symbols. A cursory glance at the symbols persuades you they have no importance. There's an exit west. We go west. Oh! Slight feeling of disorientation moves through you. Main bedroom. So we can't just go west back to the main bedroom. If you go east, there's a wall. Okay. So we left the diary there. I'm kind of tempted.
I think that's okay to leave the diary. Why do you think we need it?
I don't know. Well, we know where it is, I guess.
But also,
do we have to? Sorry, go, Mike.
I was saying we've also left the cauldron, and I'm just thinking that I don't know. The thing that I would try next is to put the powder in the cauldron and then put the cube in the cauldron. See if we can make an anti-gravity cube.
Yeah, and I was going to say, I feel like we have to get the ingredients and put them in the cauldron.
I mean, we do have some quite unsavory things like skulls and eyes and hearts and things, don't we?
And flies and jam.
That is all very true. That is all very true.
I'm not sure we should just randomly lob shit in a cauldron, though.
That actually is the one thing we don't have.
Kind of feel like we should. It sounds like fun.
I mean,
perch on cauldron.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just experimenting. Open sachet. There's a fizzing noise as the substance inside the sachet reacts with the air, leaving a powdery residue. The powder is an electric blue color and very finely cut.
Eat it.
We are now carrying some powder. We can't put the powder on the cube. Consume. Nope. Snort.
Yeah.
Sniff. It smells sickeningly bad. Tastes sickeningly bad. Okay. I'm just going to restore.
Could we pick a rug up from somewhere?
We couldn't pick it up. No, we've got the sheet steel, the abstract painting.
That's right. and we've got the mirror that we were gonna...
Yeah, so that's another thing we can go and try. And obviously we've got places to explore, upstairs. So I think we should probably go off and do that.
But there are no other exits from the laboratory.
No other exits.
But it feels like we can get back into the laboratory because the bed hasn't broken.
No, that's right. We can just get back in the same way, presumably. Yeah, the room's only exit takes the form of an opening to the west, which appears to resonate to the whims of some unknown agency. Hmm.
The only
Have
other
we
thing...
tried putting something in the cauldron?
I don't know. That whole thing about contents dissolve. So it actually will dissolve as soon as contents are exposed to the air. Beware when opening. Does that mean the sachet will dissolve? When we open the sachet, there's a fizzing noise as the substance. Sorry?
It's giving us a strong hint to open it underwater or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Or maybe, just open it kind of in a cauldron that's full of a liquid of some kind.
Okay, I was reading that as it's whatever we use it for, we've got to do it relatively quickly. You can't.
Yeah, no, I said when I open the sachet, it says there's a fizzing noise as the substance inside the sachet reacts with the air, leaving a powdery residue.
Yeah.
And we can then carry that residue around with us.
Yeah, but the powder itself is gone, hasn't it? So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we just leave it there for now until we have more information.
We're going to leave it here, the powder?
No, I'm taking it with me.
Oh, right, yeah, yeah.
No, I just, leave our investigation there.
The other thing that we talked about was the only place at the moment where something anti-grav would help would be to allow us to go down the hole. But currently, if we go down the hole, we die because.
That's true.
So, but that could be just a complete red herring that's just there to make you use the bed to get across it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Just empty sachet in hole or something, but
I don't know. I feel like we could play around a fair bit, but let's go and explore some other places. I've just gone back and read the diary just to make sure that we've actually done that before we continue. In case we only get certain information if it knows that we've read the diary. So I've gone back and done that, and I've gone back to the main bedroom. I think we've got the mirror. Yep, we have. We've got quite a lot of stuff. Obviously, we couldn't pick the diary up because we were carrying so much. So we can go north from here. And then I think there's no exits here, is there, apart from north and south? Yep. And then north back to the corridor. And actually, if I switch over to the map, we are here. So we still have north, east, and west exits from here. So let's try going east, shall we? In this part of the corridor, the wooden tiles form a mosaic of a huge galleon, laden with exotic goods from faraway lands. The corridor runs east-west, and there's also an entrance to a room in the north wall. Okay, let's see what's in there. Oh, Mike! Oh.
Ah!
Look at this! We're in the billiard room.
That's the image I remember, but yeah.
Also, so you got here. Because you don't know what you did as
No.
well as getting here.
Right. And none of anything else that we've done is ringing any bells at all. So
Right.
God knows why that image
Stuck.
resonated with me. Stuck. Yeah.
This is a large room with dim lighting, dominated by a billiard table that is kept in superb condition, a cue rack and black border on the west wall, and there are exits in the south and east walls. Oh. The rack can hold up to 10 cues. It contains a cue. The cue is 2 meters long with its tip chalked, ready for a game. You're carrying too much to get it. I'm just going to nip downstairs and drop some things.
Yeah. Now, my immediate thought was that we want some fish, and we've thought about going fishing, and a cue feels like a good improvised fishing rod.
Yeah, we've got the maggot, haven't we? So all we need is some string or thread or something and a hook.
Yeah, exactly.
Twine.
Twine or something, yeah.
We can get the cue. Obviously, we can maybe play a game of billiards. Billiard table looks brand new. There's a white ball, a red ball, and a spot ball on it.
Okay.
It is billiards, right? Proper billiards.
Yeah.
No, oh, it has got pockets on the.
Yeah, that's it's like Russian billiards, which is 3-ball billiards, the same rules, but also pocketing balls.
Mm-hmm. Playing billiards is done by hitting the white ball towards another ball. Okay. Hit white ball towards red ball. Okay. Hit white ball at red ball. You really need to use a cue to succeed at billiards. Okay. Hit white ball at red ball with cue. You watch the white ball roll across the table, bounce off a few cushions before finally coming to a rest. Red ball doesn't seem to want to travel in a straight line.
Implies that it's not a ball. Can we open the red ball up? Can we?
The red ball seems completely smooth. Spot ball has a tiny black spot to distinguish it from the white ball.
Can we pick it up and shake it?
Yeah.
You now got the red ball. Seems completely smooth. Open it. Red ball is now open. The red ball contains a diamond ring.
Oh, nice one.
That's well done.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Really great.
Mm-hmm.
The red ball does not seem to want to travel in a straight line. Oh, maybe it's hollow and you can open it. Brilliant.
And also absolutely playing on the. We want you to play. You want you to experiment with the scenery.
Yeah.
We've given you a billiard table. Play billiards.
Have I still got? I've still got the red ball. I'm just going to take them in case we need them and drop them back in the entrance hall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, can I say drop balls? That would be. Look at that. Okay, I've kept the diamond ring. We can obviously
drop the diamond ring in a safe, don't we?
Yeah. Okay, so From the corridor, we can go east. We can also go east from the billiard room. So I'm going to go. Let's just have a look, see in case there's anything else in here. Dim lighting, cue rack, blackboard. Blackboard is used to record scores while playing.
Read.
Blackboard reads Tiggins 0, Haler 148. Okay, I guess that's just playing on famous snooker stars Taylor and Higgins.
It's a 148 as well.
And a 148, yeah, which is achievable. Oh no, it's not achievable, is it? No, 151. A 151 is achievable, but the minimum foul is 4. So you have to take a foul and then do a total clearance to get 151.
No, so 148 is possible, but it wouldn't be a total clearance. It would be a blue ball rather than
Yes,
one blue rather than a black.
that's fair enough. Yeah. Anyway, I don't think that's really relevant.
No.
Although what is amazing is that John Higgins is still playing.
Yes.
and still made like the quarterfinals at the World Championships this year. Okay, East music room.
No, hang on. Which Higgins are you talking about?
John Higgins.
Yeah, that'd be Alex Higgins that they're talking about.
Oh, good point. Yes.
Yeah, that's Alex Higgins and Taylor.
And
who is on and Alex Taylor.
Dennis
Taylor. Yeah.
Who is still with us.
Yes.
Alex Higgins isn't.
No. But John Higgins was early 90s, not mid 80s. Main attraction here in the music room is a highly polished grand piano manufactured by the famous Titchkoff sisters from Crewside upon Nasty, a small fishing town in northern Karovnia. There are 2 exits from here, south and west. A stool sits conveniently close to the piano.
You didn't look behind the blackboard, did you?
I didn't, no. I can go back and do that. The piano's way in the distance over there.
This room must be enormous.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
a grand.
I was wondering what that was in the middle.
It's like a sort of couple of.
It's one of those chairs that has it's in a circle and it's kind of so that you can whisper covert messages to people.
Yeah, it's an intentionally antisocial sofa.
Yes. Or a spy sofa. So,
yeah.
You don't need to whisper. You just go down the other end of the room. No one will be able to hear you.
Okay.
Or see you.
The piano is a superb example of expert craftswomanship. Titchkoff sisters. Look at stool. Piano stool has a tapestry top and handles either side to adjust the height. It is closed.
I'm going to say piano stools are often where you put sheet music.
Contains a plastic bag.
Or a plastic bag.
Is there anything in it?
Plastic bag contains a sheet of music.
Okay.
Okay.
The sheet of music is entitled Fading Fugue by the legendary composer Trogar Manor. Read sheet. The fugue seems to be a 50-50 mix of musical and mathematical notations, but you easily spot that it's in pi over 4 time. Okay. So
surely we need put the sheet music on the piano, sit on a stool, play sheet music on piano.
Yeah.
Can you set the metronome to pi/4 time?
What happened to it? Get. Can't reach the sheet of music from here.
Oh, open.
Exposure to the element is too much for the sheet of music, which disintegrates. Plastic bag is now open.
So the plastic bag is airtight.
Yeah. So, Lee, are you thinking the same that I'm thinking? Put cube in plastic bag, put sachet in plastic bag,
close the
open
bag.
sachet.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so put the wooden cube is now in the inside the plastic bag. The sachet won't fit. Okay, open sachet in plastic bag.
Well, I was assuming that you'd have to put the sachet into the bag, but
it doesn't fit
on its own.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. I need to I'm gonna restore.
You'd somehow would have to get the air out of the bag as well for this experiment to work. So I don't know how.
Yeah, it needs to be set up properly. I need to do this whole billiard thing again. Oh.
Yeah, I think the one thing we haven't tried with the sachet, we've only ever opened the sachet. Wonder whether you can say empty the sachet, so you can say empty the sachet into something, but I think again this is abstract thinking.
Yeah, it feels like we need some experimenting to get the parser right.
So I guess the what I was wondering was if we could get the sachet into the bag and then close the bag, whether we could then somehow open the sachet even though it was inside the bag, but I don't know. It seems unlikely because we couldn't get the sheet.
But also, Lee, I think the game seems to be telling us that you're overthinking it, because we could get the plastic bag, we could open the plastic bag, we could read the sheet music in the plastic bag, and everything was fine. It wasn't until we took the sheet music out of the plastic bag that it disintegrated because of contact with the air.
Oh, was it? So it wasn't when we opened the bag. Was it when we took? I thought it was as we opened the bag.
Yeah, it was. All we did was open the bag.
Oh, okay. So we'd managed to read the sheet music
inside the
through
plastic.
the bag.
Through the bag. Okay. Oh, I see. It was a clear plastic bag. That makes more sense.
Because it's hundreds of years old and we just ruined it.
Yeah, it could well be a treasure for all we know. Oh, so can we just say play fading fugue? No. We can't say play sheet. Can't reach
Play
it.
piano.
Play piano. Piano
We
is
might-
slightly out of tune at the moment.
Yeah.
Can we look in the piano?
Yeah, I've just tried that. Open piano, we can't do that to the piano. Look in piano. The piano is a superb example of expert craftsmanship. They're the same messages just when we look at it. You can't, doesn't understand tune, so seems to be a little bit of a red herring. Put bag on piano. Plastic bag is now on the piano. Play sheet. Can't reach the sheet of music from here. We can read it. We can't play it.
Did you sit on the stool?
No.
We seem reluctant to play the piano because it's out of tune. We're a bit of a purist, obviously.
Yeah.
I love the fact that it assumes that when we're playing the piano and it sounds out of tune, that's because the piano is out of tune.
I'm playing all the right notes.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like
No, it doesn't. No, I agree. I don't think so.
it's not giving us any clues or anything for it either.
Okay,
So,
I'm just going to throw something out there.
mm,
And in like a couple of sessions' time, we'll either have forgotten about it or I will be a complete genius, which is that we should go get the cue and make a fishing rod and go fishing. And of course, the fish that we'll catch in the moat will be a tuna.
Wrong game.
But then we can tune the piano.
Yeah. It actually said it doesn't understand the word tune, so I think that means that there is no tuning to be done in this game.
Keep exploring.
So yeah, get tuners don't understand tuner, and get ropers. I can't see a rope here, so I think there is a difference between objects it knows and objects it doesn't. So we can go south and west. So west takes us back to the billiard room. We get off the stool. South the corridor, and then east. This section of the corridor has a mosaic of wooden tiles on the floor, which take the form of a ferocious mythical beast. Exits north and south from here into rooms, and the corridor continues westward. Interesting. So north is the music room? Yeah, okay, so there was a south. So south from here into somewhere we haven't been. Spare bedroom. The spare bedroom has numerous small embroideries fixed to the walls that convey such pearls of wisdom as home sweet home and a Korovnian's home is his or her castle, and rubbing a horseshoe brings good luck. There is a bed in here, and a large wardrobe stands against the south wall. The only exit is northward into the corridor.
Should we rub that horseshoe?
Yeah. At some point, we might need good luck. And not the rat race, it seems. Look at bed. The bed has not been slept in for some time. There's a sewing box on it.
Hey! Needle and thread.
The sewing box is decorated with embroideries of cuddly white rats. It's closed. Open it. Look in it. Needle and some cotton.
This is going to have to be a very weak fish for the cotton to hold.
Yeah.
Also, I don't see how. Well, I suppose just tying it to the end of a queue is going to work, but we're not going to be able to cast very far. But anyway, I can save it and try bending the needle.
Might not even need to.
Well, or just tie maggot to
Just tie it with a thread.
maybe.
Yeah, with the cotton.
Try bending it. Yeah. Bend needle into hook.
No. No. Okay. We have a needle and thread anyway.
Does it know the verb sew?
So what?
Charming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I
because
don't understand. So
attach thread to queue, attach needle to thread.
I was just eliminating whether sewing was the thing we needed to do.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Doesn't understand so you're probably right. Well, it might understand embroider. I don't know. I'll try. Look at the walls. The wall is standard Korovnian dungeon issue found throughout Korovnia, keeping adventurers within the substance of the universe.
Look at the wardrobe, or in the wardrobe.
Embroideries. Yeah. Wardrobe. Definitely not a valuable antique. It is closed. Open it. Open. Look in it. Design a dress. Design a daringly low-cut affair with swathes of black chiffon hanging from the back.
Take it.
Black chiffon is nearly a net, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. What chiffon? Okay. We can wear it. No. Okay.
We under this bed.
We can take the sewing box as well. Look under bed. Oh, there's a china pot. China pot has been.
So, Rosie, what was the thing that you thought that we didn't have?
The final ingredient.
We
The
found
China-
some random shit.
The china pot has been carefully decorated with small paintings of ferocious beasts. Contains nothing. I got the china pot. All right.
That's another thing that we might be able to catch the diamond in.
Oh, the ruby.
The ruby, yeah, I'm sorry.
We've got a lot of stuff here.
We need that wheelbarrow.
Yeah. What else did we pick up?
Was that everything in that room that we could look at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, apart from the kind of embroidered wall hangings.
It said they were of no importance, didn't
Yeah,
it?
it did. Yeah. All embroideries. I think they're just there for the clue about rubbing the horseshoe. But yeah, that is it. And I don't think we searched the bed. No, nothing of interest. Okay. So we still have north and west to go from here.
Do you think we need to wait until it's obvious we need some good luck to rub the horseshoe, or do you think we should just try and rub it?
As you rub the horseshoe, it starts glittering with a golden sheen. For no apparent reason, you feel lucky.
Yeah, we don't really know how long our luck will last.
You rub it again, it says, don't push your luck. Okay, I'm going to keep our powder dry.
You want to try making the fishing rod?
Yeah, we can do that.
If for no other reason that it might turn into a fishing rod, which is one item and not 3.
Yes. Okay. Tie cotton to Q. Oh. Get Q. Tie cotton to Q. The cotton is now fixed to the Q. Get tub. Open it. Tie maggot to cotton.
No, needle. Got the needle first.
Okay. Tie needle to cotton. Can't do that.
Ah.
Bend needle, don't understand bend.
Thread needle?
Don't understand thread. Look at the needle. Oh, the needle will be very difficult to thread. It is fixed to the cotton.
Okay. So now,
Like,
yeah.
Put maggot on needle.
maggot on needle, yeah.
So we now
Like
have
that.
a fishing rod basically.
Yeah.
Let's go fishing.
Should we go and try it out?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
There's a very hungry bear next door.
Yeah. So there, kitchen east, gloomy passage south, junk room south by the moat. Dave. Fishing moat. Casting your line far into the moat, you settle down to wait for a bite. Almost immediately, you feel a tug on the line. Striking. You haul the line in to find a big juicy fish flapping helplessly on the end of it. You carefully remove the hook from inside of its mouth, but it seems the fish is already dead.
We have a fish.
And some more points.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fish is of a species less common in Korovnian rivers than it used to be. Okay. North.
Well, it is less common now because we just took one of them out.
Yeah, so the question is, I wonder whether we're supposed to put the rat poison in the fish and then give the fish to the bear,
I think so.
or whether we're supposed to give it to the rats and have the rats all. But the hint was definitely the bear, so
Yeah, it
Or
was.
give it to the bear, and then the bear will eat the fish, so it doesn't eat us.
Yeah.
We don't actually have to kill the bear, do we?
oh, I don't know.
I
Okay,
think it would be probably quite dangerous not to.
Maybe it'll become a friendly bear.
this game really got 500 points.
Yeah. 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 We're a third of the way through.
Jesus Christ. Put poison in fish. Fish is not a container.
On fish.
let's just try just feeding the fish to the
Yeah, you
bear.
guys are cruel. I'm playing no part in this.
The fish is now smeared with poison.
Okay, maybe you're right.
I mean,
save it obviously, and then we can go back and be kind if it doesn't work.
I have saved it
Yeah.
here.
Oh, I see. So then you could drag the dead bear down to feed the rats.
Oh.
Yes, I like that the Rose is doing it that way around. Let's be horrible and nasty. And if
Well, I mean, that is one way to spread the poison more, isn't it?
Is it? Apparently, we've just rubbed all of the poison into the fish. We don't have the poison anymore, so.
Let's hope this is what it was for then.
Give fish to bear. The bear gobbles down the fish with gusto. After a while, the grizzly bear starts to look sleepy, and he slowly topples over and slumps in the corner of the cage. He's sleeping. Oh shit! Hang on. Get gold key. Unlock cage with gold key. Open cage. Look in cage. Get chalice.
Yes.
Close cage. Lock cage. Gold key.
Yep.
Okay.
We got a sum total of no points for that.
Well, we haven't banked them yet, have we? We've got the diamond.
Yeah.
The diamond ring, and we've got the platinum chalice. So let's go bank them. Just bank
There's
them.
a safe on the just where we were fishing, isn't there?
Yeah. Let's look at the chalice quickly. Platinum chalice is engraved with tiny figures enacting an ancient religious festival. Contains nothing. Okay. Put chalice in night safe. Close safe. 20 points. Boom. And another 13 points.
So we don't get the same amount of points for different treasures, for all the treasures then.
No, they're different.
I wonder whether they're different, not necessarily based on like value, but based on number of steps you have to go through to be able to get the
Number of animals you had to kill.
Put to sleep.
Yeah, tell that to the fish.
Didn't
The
feel a
fish
thing.
was already dead. It's just like recycling him.
Yeah. For all we know, it was dead in the water before you fished him out.
What, before it bit the needle, the hook?
Yeah, so the dead fish that decided to eat the maggot, which also died. So that's
just to point that out. Okay, so we need some other means of killing all the rats, don't we?
Did you save it, by the way?
I didn't. I just had a thought about the rats and the stopcock, and whether opening the stopcock makes water go into the cellar. And I just went back to just have a look, and I've just looked at the gloomy passage, and it says, full of dust and cobwebs, with small beetles scuttling around everywhere. Steps to its west end leads up to the kit. Oh no, this is gloomy passage. Sorry. Flight of steps. That's where. Yeah, the cellar floor is swarming with the vicious rats. Okay. Yeah, small beetles are scuttling around everywhere in the. Okay, they're not important. Never mind. Okay, west, kitchen, north, dining hall, west, entrance hall. Save?
I think we did wonder whether the stopcock would open up some pour water into the cellar or not, but I mean, it seems a very strange thing for it to do.
Hmm.
I mean, usually a stopcock is just along the length of piping, isn't it? So
Yeah, it's opened up an outlet somewhere.
yeah.
Anyway, we've still got 2 more directions to go in from upstairs, so let's go and have a little bit more of a... so we've got a golden key. I mean, that might be a treasure in itself, of course. Let's drop the Q. Q drop, cotton drop, needle dropped. Do we have the tub? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, of course it contained a maggot, didn't it?
It did.
You think the pot might be treasure?
Oh yeah, it's possible. I might in between, this week and next week, I might just like try putting a bunch of stuff in to see if anything is obviously a treasure. We've still got all these balls, haven't we? Oh, yeah. Okay, they're all there. So what have we still got on us? Golden key. Sachet. Have we got the... What happened to the plastic bag?
Is it still on the piano?
Did I drop it? Yeah, maybe it's still in the piano. No,
No, I think it's on the piano.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, so that may also be a treasure. Okay. Right, I'm going to save here. And then go north. Bathroom. A matching pale yellow lavatory and wash basin are here in the bathroom. There is a device next to the lavatory for dispensing toilet paper. The only exit is south into the corridor. The toilet is of an advanced, brackets by Korovnian standards, design, which allows it to be easily flushed, so reducing end-user maintenance costs and downtime. It is closed. Open it. Look in toilet. Contains nothing. Look at the device. Device is a simple invention. It contains some toilet paper. Get paper. You now have the toilet paper.
Flush toilet?
Well, the fact that the toilet contains nothing led me to think that the toilet doesn't even contain water.
Try flushing it.
Well, I was wondering whether we might need to turn the stopcock on, get the water flowing, that will then fill the toilet up, which will then allow us to flush the toilet for some reason.
Well, I've just flushed the toilet, and it says the toilet flushes violently, splashing your face with water. Well, I think it was water.
Okay.
So
I was just trying to. So I was assuming that there was something to do with the stopcock in the toilet, but we've turned the stopcock on, haven't we? So we've released the water.
we have.
Yeah. So by default, it was off. So this doesn't feel like the solution to this puzzle. I thought there might be something in the cistern, and then you had to flush it to get it out, and you had to turn the water off.
Yeah, we don't really know where the water goes, so
No, but also we've turned the water on.
we
so-
have, yes. The stopcock is open. I've just gone down to have a look. And if you close a stopcock, the flow of water has now ceased. The stopcock is now closed. You hear water gurgling down the pipe. The stopcock is open. So, yeah, with it open, there's water going somewhere, but we don't know where it's going.
And was it open or closed when we first came here?
Yeah, it was
Closed.
closed. Yeah, so if the puzzle had been there's something in the cistern that you can't get to because it keeps refilling with water, then you could turn the stopcock off. But because it was closed by default,
Well, I could try closing it and then flushing and see if it overflows.
I'd always assumed it was flowing into the cistern rather than flowing out of
yeah, yeah.
I mean, let's just try it in the other position.
Yeah, the alternative would be with it closed, you could keep flushing the toilet until the water ran out.
They don't seem related. It's the same message. But if I flush the toilet,
Yeah.
I have toilet paper, and it's yellow in color, pale yellow in color. I don't know what that means.
It's not used, is it?
No, I think it's fresh.
What about the sink?
Wash basin. The basin, absolutely no importance. Look in it. I don't follow you. No. Wash hands. No.
So what are we meant to flush down the toilet?
And where does it go? And do we need this? Does a stopcock need to be open? I mean, a stopcock. I mean, there's no stopcocks on soil pipes, right?
No.
So,
Surely that just stops the water flow, so it would stop the cistern from filling up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it really depends what that stopcock controls. But yeah, with it on or off, the toilet flush is just the same. So
I mean, it would flush once if the system were full. It's just that the system wouldn't fill up again. But I mean, the system isn't even an object, is it? You can't open the system.
well, the stopcock is closed at the moment,
Yeah.
and flushing the toilet it just flushes over and over again. So
Yeah.
let's go west.
I mean, blocking the toilet and flushing it just seems
Nothing.
unnecessary.
Yeah, it's just a dead end.
I mean, we could stuff toilet paper down the toilet until it overflows, but why?
There's no reason.
No, west to the library. There seems to be no classification system for the hundreds of tomes in this library, for they appear to have been put away at random. A simple reading desk stands in the midst of this wealth of acquired knowledge. There is an exit in the east wall back into the corridor. Look at the desk. The desk allows guests to read in comfort. There is a paperback and a box on it. Look at the paperback. Becoming rather tatty now, this book has obviously been read by many people. Read it. The paperback tells you that not a lot is known about mollusks from prehistory, and that many educational institutions will pay large sums for well-preserved fossils of them. Okay, well, we know this. The box. Enamelled on the surface of this wooden box are the outlines of a heart, spade, diamond, and club. It is closed. Okay, so playing cards. Box is now open. The box contains a joker, a queen of diamonds, an ace of clubs, and a five of hearts.
No spades.
No spades. One of the cards is the Joker. Hmm.
I only had a plastic card the whole time.
Yeah, there was a plastic card that was in
Yeah,
our
so-
jeans pocket when we first started.
Yeah. So is it a playing card?
It's there's a picture of it in the in one of the websites. It's just like our Guild of Thieves membership card.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at it, to be honest. What else is here?
Why does it say the 5 of hearts is obviously?
That's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah. One of the cards is obviously the 5 of hearts. Hmm. Okay.
It's 2 minutes past 8.
Oof. Well, that's it. I think there's nowhere else to go here. Both of the north and the west exits have just one room. So that is it. We've been to everywhere that we know of.
Mhm.
So maybe next time we take the mirror and the painting and see if we can get the ruby.
Yeah.
I wondered about the foam
Yeah.
to put underneath because foam is
Mhm.
light enough not to sink in the whatever it is.
Yeah. That's why I was thinking of the chamber pot, is that might act as a boat and bob on it, or
Or the tub.
the tub, or make net with dress, or throw the dress down, or
Well, we've got lots of things to try out, haven't we? So I'm going to save it here. I'm going to drop the box and the paperback and the toilet paper.
We've been an absolute nuisance in this place. There's some people that want to play billiards and they're like, the ball's gone.
Yeah.
And someone's gone to the toilet and they're like, someone's nicked all the
All the
toilet
toilet paper. And our fucking bear's asleep. Yeah, so the entrance hall now has a tub, a golden key, a jam jar, a cage, a check, some foam, a paperback, some toilet paper, a china pot, a sewing box, a needle, cotton, a sachet, a cue, a white ball, a red ball, a spot ball, a plastic bag, a pamphlet, a pick, some berries, a skeleton, a mirror, an abstract painting, a wooden box, and a horseshoe.
So one thing that you could do, Chris,
Yeah.
which would actually be 2 birds with 1 stone, is take everything from the entrance hall and drop it in the safe.
Yes.
Then
See if we get points for
that will
anything.
check if you've missed a treasure, and also it will very quickly transport everything else to the middle of the forest.
Middle of the forest.
Forwards.
It'll transport everything to inside the mountain, yeah.
Or inside the mountain, wherever the
bank is.
The bank was, yeah. And then so there's the honey that I can think of. There's the ruby. There's the bottom of the stairs. There's the bottom of the hole.
I don't think the bottom of the hole is anything other than death, is it?
Entirely possibly correct, yeah.
Then we've got the sachet, of course.
Yeah.
I wonder also if there's like trigger points going on here, because we may not be able to cash the check until the bank is reopened, which means that we have to have returned a certain number of treasures before we can get Fergus to go to the botanical gardens to get presumably the plants to go over the hot coals.
Oh, that's right. Yes, yes.
That kind of ensures that certain things happen in a sequence that way. So, well, we can try it all out next week. In the
Loads
meantime,
to do.
yeah. Cheers, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Okay.
More points in
bye.
progress. See ya.